I need stuff, and to get that stuff, I need to kill things. And this is a build I've been using to take on every monster in the game. Pretty much, I just swap out the elemental resistances depending on what I'm targeting, and then we just kind of pop off. So let's start off with the weapons. This is going to be my Bone Horn, Healing Horn combo. That what we do is we set up attack, defense, and then a sonic barrier, and then we go into earplugs with health recovery. This lets my teammates go ham for free. I keep them topped off, and then I can just dive in and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's why I have the Sheath Jewel right now, so I can take out and put away my weapon really quick while sprinting, and then stick to the enemy to be a big contributing part of the fight. As for offensive gems, we're still farming. I'm trying to get to the point. We're actually out here like min-maxing all the crazy meta builds. So Flawless is just going to give us attack while full, but it's a rank 2 gem just to give us 1 level for +3 attacks. I mean, kind of not worth it, but because the Healing Horn has natural negative affinity, it's not really worth it to try to like push into affinity jewels, which is going to be a lot of the armor ones. And then you look at something like Foray, well, that's going to give us level 1, which is +6 attack against poison or paralysis. Or we just always have +3 attack. So it's more like the armor sets are going to give us the damage stuff, and they use the gems to top that off. But for the rest of it, it's the Immortal build. I'm here to just like super duper giga buff and then have no downtime because we're just in there slamming. Now I'm also going to switch things around so we have max stun power on our primary horn because, yeah, the Grudge Sounder has 1,000 base attack, and that's where we're just staying in. It's like, oh, we do an Echo Wave blunt and then there's a heal inside of it. So yeah, we're just like perma uptime on the attack. We need the Horn Maestro on the Bone Horn. Then like kind of whatever can just go here, since we're not going to be doing a lot of combat with it. So yeah, that's kind of the basics. Also, I found that going into worldwide lobbies is... Whoa, let's see if we can just insta into this and see how crazy... Yeah, that's what I expected, how crazy that fight can go. I found that going into a Japanese lobby when trying to chain together precise and quick-timed button inputs doesn't really work too well. And the nice thing about this build is anyone can make it by melding the level 1 gems. So let's get out there and let's play the game. So I'm starting off with defense now because it goes into a natural sonic barrier. So I've been doing that more just for that. Now we have all of our setup. I guess I could be swinging if I wanted to, but you don't want to get like knocked out when trying to set up the level 2 with too much greed. So we've got that, which means now we can make a weapon switch into our Healing Horn, and we just get to set up a double immediately for the earplugs. I'm going to call a little bit of Johns. Also, we need to find our self-improvement, and that can chain into a quick small recovery for those that need it. And my quick Johns is I am currently practicing 4 different hunting horn loadouts and working on several different builds, so I'm not like in like super duper clean and precise comboing mode. Oh, wow, what a slap to the face. And it's a regular self-improvement. We didn't get our earplugs off, which is interesting. But we can still use this, like, opportunity, just kind of set up things where, all right, that's going to be Melody of Life with a health recovery inside of it. And if we want, we can just use this. I mispressed a button. That's fine. We can still get something else. I wanted to get an Echo Wave for my Echo Bubble, but we can still just kind of get in there and make it hurt. We also need some earplugs again. Oh wait, my earplugs never went off. Let's do that first then. How about that? I don't care. I'm the one that got like big stunned, I guess. I don't have optimal status recovery for the raid out fight because I'm unprepared. And now let's finally get those earplugs. How about, see, this is why you don't want to go into the fight too early. That's why I was on the outside with the attack and defense setup. Now we can use this time, just kind of go crazy. Still find our Echo Wave at the end, and there's a lot of fields there, dang. Like if we can actually just kick it in the face with 3 bubbles, now it goes crazy. Who needs healing? I can just go Melody of Life here. That's fine. Oh, what a perfectly timed Melody of Life into that hit. And now we got to do our quick health recovery combo, which is overhead, normal hit, hilt stab on the double. And then inside of that, now I've been liking to do preferably an echo wave. Just those hits don't always go off too great. But it's like double heal and then echo wave inside of the thing. The echo bubble setup. So it's circle, buffered, standing triangle, hilt stab, circle, buffered, standing triangle, hilt stab, and then now we go that into our echo wave, and then we can pop that off with everything set up. And if someone is hurt or not having a great time, then we're good to go. And we can now just go into all echo waves, which has its own buffering because you want to get the double hit inside of that, into the hilt stab, into the double hit, inside the overhead, into a hilt stab, into more echo waves. And they just kind of also want to keep an eye on everyone's health, even though like it doesn't look like any big attack or anything significant has happened. And then we can just kind of do hits, because there is an overhead attack that we can thread in while trying to set up everything. We got an earplugs, which is probably good to just have set up. So let's give that to everyone right now. Boop. Boop. And naturally, we use this time for the whetstones. And then now we can swap back over to the bone horn. And we can use that to get another sonic barrier and also check up on our attack up and our defense up. So I'm just going to set up everything. Oh, and again, this kind of like comes in. Okay, quick sheath. And then we're back in the fight really quick. And we can set everything up inside of combat, depending on how you're feeling. And also, like, later on the fight, when the the monster isn't as aggro, you have, like, a better chance of doing everything. And then let's just go for that. Sick. So everything's level 2. Everyone's strong again. We still have, like, a melody of life. So if someone's feeling weird on the swap, like, I'll just give them that. Oh, fine. I'll just give them the fucking melody of life when it goes off. There we go. We still have earplugs, so now it's just kind of getting our melody of life back. Now we have health recovery. Ooh, I don't care about getting zapped. That's completely fine, because I'm also tank. It's like, fine, I'll just set up this. And now we have the echo wave, and we can do some bubbles and some stuff like that. I'm effectively going back to full. Oh, are they going for a catch? Yeah, so with this, since they're trying to like trank it and catch it, and it looks like we're actually going to be pretty close on that. I just want to be setting up Melody of Life and support. All right, so there we go. They're going for the trap. Now we can go for the healing. And yeah, see, like I said, it's going to be a quick catch after that. And then that gives us Hunter Symbols, Nova Crystals, our certificates, and some of the other stuff we're going for. Cool. Look at that. 60 defense and 3 jewel slots with 1 level 2. So as you can see, we're like using a lot of level 1 jewels, so it kind of feels grief to be wasting the Arkveld set that has like 1 level 3 we're not really getting anything out of. Like, I just put in a flawless jewel there to not feel bad, but now we can do all kinds of other things. This is going to go into a different build I'm working on. So now we can just kind of put in whatever we want here. I haven't like put a crazy amount of thought into it, because with the healing horn, we're actually not using consumables a lot. But like if we do eat, Gobbler makes it slightly faster, Friendship shares it. So we're keeping like immortal healing going if we need to like clutch heal or use an item. Also, that kind of goes into sharing other consumables as well, which would be very beneficial. Also, I feel like this build is going to get better over time, because right now a lot of people are saying, yeah, all the fights are easy and trivial, and the farming, like, the difficulty just isn't there. So if there is, like, crazy stuff, then that means the glass cannon builds are going to need more support. So let's get those earplugs. Do it. Oh, I pressed the wrong buttons, dude. So now I gotta do all that again. All right, now we can play the game. Now we can start helping people, even though it doesn't seem like they need the help. And we can even come in here with, like, the health recovery and stuff. There we go. That's going to be well timed. So, health recovery for Piccolo. Health recovery, and then earplugs, and then big finisher. And now we can go into our echo waves and a self-improvement. Piccolo ain't doing so well. So yeah, it's also another thing as like insurance, where it's like, well, if someone's taking a lot of damage because they are under-geared for these fights, I can keep them up and everything's going to be a lot better. So it shows we're going to need more consideration for healing than raw damage on the echo waves. So we got that set up. Another echo wave here. So it's like, yeah, recovery of life seems to be needed for this group inside of every fight, or like every attempt where I'm trying to do music. Oh, wow. See? I can just be everything for the team. Oh, shit, a tail. Let's go. And a trap. They're going for it. All right. Yeah, I guess that means it's just my job to give that heal while they try to trap this bad boy. There it is. Oh, it's a KO. So yeah, it makes the fight just nice and cushy for the farming. Maybe takes a little bit of time, but you can never know with randos. And also, this build just kind of scales to where you can swap out the gems for what the rest of your team needs. And then you can set them up as they need it and rehearse like speedrun stuff and still make it work. But for me, it's like, yep, we just do it all nice. And I imagine this might have actually failed if it wasn't for some of my healing, because Piccolo went down a lot. Also, to me, this is a pretty good late-game stepping stone build because, like, yeah, I can just kind of do whatever and farm the resources to, again, then get meta and a lot more resources and complete any fight I want, build out anything I want, and then work from there. Also, I've been kind of taking it easy because the next event is going to be a hard armor sphere farm. That's when I'm going to take off, and maybe even just like a lot of other people take off as well. So, a lot of farming, a lot of upgrading, but the Immortal build, pretty fun. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.